How's it going, guys? Taking a look here and playing some of Roma Invicta. We've actually uploaded a video of this earlier in the channel, but today we're really going to get into it and try to play some. Try to have some fun in this game. I think it's a pretty straightforward, kind of a simple game, but, you know, fun nonetheless. Let's see. How's it going, guys? Alright, let me just go ahead and drop this here. Okay, so I'm going to start a new campaign. There's the late period, the early period, and of course the middle. I do want to see the difference. So last time we started with the middle. Let's start with the early period. I'm just going to keep difficulty on normal. Alright, if nothing else remains, you can also plunder the local province. We know most of this, but since you guys are watching a gameplay video, I'll actually kind of go through it. Resistance will arise in the villages we don't have controlled. Click on the hourglass to end the turn and begin a new season. So over here, we can recruit additional cavalry, recruit additional legionaries, and I'm already seeing the differences. So when you play in the middle period, you already have quite a few provinces and quite a few armies. We really are starting with very little here. So let's get some legionaries as well, some of that cavalry, and let's start moving into these provinces. Is that Massalia? Alright, so we have maximum forces reached, so we'll go ahead and start a new force here. We don't have enough denarii to get any more, so of course we are going to want to fix that in time. What I want to do, though, is just send that one unit back. Let's see if we can do that. Currently, we're going to build the area up, and we're just going to end this season. So it's, you know, it's of course a season every turn. Quite a large army. So we could continue conquering. Yeah, let's go for it. And I want to take this guy and send him over here to merge with this army. But I think what we have to do is actually merge with this army. There we go. That makes sense. Import supplies from home to sort of build this province up. Well, since we just began, I do want to start improving. Oh, look at that. So it actually comes up from Italy and starts, you know, hooking us up with some goods. That's pretty cool. Hey, how you doing, Eric? Good to see you, man. So once again, buy supplies from local farmers or import supplies from home. We're not quite at the looting stage yet. That only happens when we get into actual Gaulish territory. So I am going to go ahead, make the local farmers happy. We want to build these provinces up because they're close to our home. Import some supplies. And next turn, we will advance with the legions. These Gaulish armies are getting a little bit stronger. Now, we could just go ahead and jump this way. It's going to be tough. We really need to make additional armies instead of just having one. But in the early period here, of course, you only have really one legion to start. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead, take this area. Now, I can't move this guy back, but what I can do is get additional legionaries and send them into this army. It's not a very large army, but over time, we're going to improve it. We're also going to send some velites here. So as you can see, can we zoom in? Yeah, there we go. Not very strong, but hopefully it can hold up against a basic attack. Jarl Greedo, how you doing, man? And Monkey Moment, this game looks pretty good. I might get it. It's fun. So no, this game is actually created by Punti Games. Let's go put the name there. And I think it's a new game. I spoke with the guys, very nice, the creator of the game. It's fairly new. So, yeah, they haven't been in the business long, but I like what I see. So we could actually go ahead, plunder the area, and we get a bunch of denarii and supplies, or we could start incorporating this into our empire. We need the denarii and supplies. So let's actually burn a bit here. There we go. Obviously, that's not going to make the people happy with us, but it'll make our people just fine and dandy. Get some more legionaries, and of course, send them into that army. And again, it's looking a little more impressive each time. I think we need some cavalry, though. You know what, we'll go ahead and get some skirmishers as well. The Pilum in this game is ridiculously strong. Not to say it wasn't strong to begin with. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm having some issues with the stream. To me, it says it's refreshing at 20 seconds. Let me check. I think we're good. So, the name of the game is Roma Invicta, actually. It is, as you see on the screen here. And I think, like, one really cool thing about this game, this is only $5. It's ridiculously cheap. I've already actually recommended to the developer. By the way, look at that beautiful army. So, of course, we are in our starting position here. I'm going to just ignore the battle aspects. What we are going to do is go ahead, start setting up our forces. And you can see we've got a nice organized force, and we're facing quite a few barbarians out here. So I'm going to let the Vilites get their throw first. A lot of people put the Vilites behind the cohorts. That's not the right way to do it. You want to make sure that these Vilites actually get a shot. The same with our ranged weaponry here, because we're going to move the actual cohorts up anyway. And I'll put some cavalry here and some cavalry here. That's a pretty easy barbarian force to deal with. And you'll see how Romans deal with the enemy. Let's go. I'm already going to start targeting some enemies out here. And if we want to, we can also just pause over here. There's a bunch of different buttons that allow you to control the battle. We can speed it up, slow it down. You can even turn off blood in the game if you're not into blood or whatever. Oh yeah, the game's got actual combat for sure. Pretty impressive, too, for such an inexpensive game. Let's get back up to regular speed here. Attack, legions! Now, over time, these barbarians will get stronger, but we are in the early period. And see, I didn't order the Vilites to fire. I thought they would auto-fire, but shame on me. And essentially, in the early period here, you know, these forces are going to get stronger and stronger over time. Right now, we may be able to rout them fairly easily, but as they, of course, start to raise more levies and start to get better troops, we're going to have a hard time at it. We've got to make sure to keep this army intact and not lose too many men. Looks like the cavalry's doing a fine job at getting rid of any additional barbarians. And there we go. The battle is done. Glory to Mars. Let's proceed. There we go. So they are attacking our small army. I don't think we can beat these guys with this small army, but we have no choice. We've got to take them on. So I'm going to stay in a very defensive position. Don't believe we have Testudo. But we might be able to close ranks with the shields. I actually want to see what happens. Let's take a look. Oh, I like that. We do have Testudo. Okay. This will be interesting. Let's start the deployment. And here's what I'm going to do. Of course, we'll get the Velites. We'll still get them in front, let them fire. But this time, we'll actually remember to fire with them. The enemy doesn't have... Why did I have to say anything? I was going to say the enemy doesn't have cavalry. And of course, they have cavalry. But not much cavalry. So I'm hoping that we can still make a good show here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and Testudo. So we are getting hit with quite a few missiles. What I'm going to do here... Slow down a bit. And we are going to let the Velites do their thing. Just try and hit some units if they can. They still have pretty good range here. Look at those Pilum. Just flying out there. And I think we can go ahead, get back to regular formation. Head for the enemy cavalry. I am trying to take it out. Obviously, it's going to do quite a bit of damage. We can go ahead and order our guys to throw Pilum. And look at that. Right away, they throw. I'm going to do the same over here. Order them to throw their Pilum. And essentially, we're just trying to maximize casualties here. Look at that. Damn nasty hits, although we are hitting our own men, too. I think we've pretty much destroyed the cavalry, though. You know what? We might be able to come out on top in this battle. Let's hope so. Come on, boys. Legions! Still a lot of barbarians. I think it's going to be a tough call. Only one last group here. You know what? Our legion may just make it through. This is going to be an honorary legion for sure. I should say an honored legion. Look at those hits. Yep, it looks like they've survived the barbarian onslaught. I think our cohorts are taking care of the enemy. And sure enough, they certainly are. Maybe just an extra throw. Oh, okay, not that way. I'm sorry, guys. Are you okay? We're still taking some hits over here. Oh, that's right. Enemy skirmishers. Move up here and wipe them out. Looks like we may have lost most, if not all, of our Vitae units, but our cohorts are doing just fine. Man, talk about the strength of Roman legions. Holy moly. Alright, there we go. So we managed to actually keep the enemy out. Hey, how you doing? New fellows here. Looks very interesting. How you doing, Sebastian? It's fun. It is a fun little game. But again, we need a stronger group here. So I'm going to see, first of all, we need additional cavalry. We'll worry about Velites later. Just going to take the cab and move them up here. We need to keep on conquering territory, and this enemy army actually looks pretty formidable. So I'm hoping we can deal with them. Again, we are very low on Denarius, so we better come through here. Max numbers reached. Let's go for it. I believe this army is quite strong in terms of cavalry, and yeah, there we go. We've got quite a lot of cavalry. Let's actually bring them over here. We are somewhat low on cohorts, I will say that. Our cohorts took a beating in the last fight against the barbarians. But I'm thinking we can make up for it. Here we go. We're going to keep this one on regular speed, so we're not going to slow down. Although, I don't think slowing down, there's anything wrong with that. I do it in Total War all the time. If you guys consider it cheating, then let me know. So I can ban you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, let's actually try to rout their cavalry. I think we can more or less deal with it here ourselves. Oh, look at that. Good shots. I told you, are these scorpions? Whatever the hell they are, they do extremely well. Balliste, I think. I think they're balliste. There we go. Get the cavalry. Nice. Alright, now we've got to be a little more careful. Have the Velites focus there as well. And, yeah, I think we gotta wait until they get a little bit closer. Let's send our cavalry charging in there. Wipe out that threat before it gets too serious. Got some additional Gaul infantry coming in here. But what we're gonna do is kind of move up with these men. And let's see if we can focus with the Pilum there. Good enough. You know what? Good enough. Another warband ahead of us here. And I really don't want to lose any cohorts. So I'm going to start moving forward. Let's see if we can't get these guys close enough to start firing at the other group of enemy cavalry. Nice shots. I don't want to throw the Pilum. There's too much ahead of us here. Too much to risk. And in fact, we should have moved forward with the cohorts earlier in the battle to protect the Balliste, but I was too focused on those wonderful shots there. Come on. There we go, cohorts. Yeah, they are fighting damn well, the enemy here. I don't know if these are shield bearers, whatever the hell they are. They are quite a bit stronger than just the average. Oh my god, it's Asterix! I'm not even kidding! It's Asterisk! Asterix, I should say. The comic book character. Is that a joke? Because that was definitely a much stronger group of enemies. That is well done. Look at that. That's hilarious. That's got to be a little Easter egg there. Well done by Punti Games. Unless I'm just looking too into the Gaul that looks exactly like Asterix. Alright, not... Well, it's still pretty bad. So, obviously, our army took a beating. What I might do is cycle this one back, although I don't consider that a bad thing. A victory is a victory. However, should I pillage or should I move out of here and start to regenerate this army? I think I'm going to pillage. Good old-fashioned pillaging. We need to make this army stronger, of course. He lost quite a few Velites. So let's get some of those. And let's get some additional cohorts. Maximum reached. Okay, fair enough. Got another massive army here. And it looks like the enemy is going to attack us. Let's hope we can beat them. This is a battle we must fight. So, of course, we chose to remain. Ultimate General American Revolution. Oh, you're talking about games you're looking for. Have I ever gotten drunk on Rakija? No, I don't even know what it is, to be honest with you. Games I'm looking forward to. Scramble, Battle for Britain, Regiments, Broken Arrow. Yeah, Broken Arrow. VOC, Men of War 2, Roman Empire Wars. I know maybe like 2 of the games there. That's awesome, though. Yeah, I've got Battle Cry of Freedom. They actually invited me to a, it was like a YouTuber battle, and I couldn't show up. That was the day I was getting a colonoscopy. I'm not even kidding about the colonoscopy, but yeah, so I never showed up, but they are going to have like another day where I guess YouTubers will be able to play, or people with beta version of the game or whatever. Unfortunately, like if I go on right now and try to get on a server, nobody's playing. It's really only when they do those events, I guess, until it's released. Unless they've already released it. Oh. So it's a pretty small force of Gauls. We're just going to have to throw those Pilum at the right time for sure. And I think these cohorts are going to take a beating no matter what we do. I think that's good enough. Throw the Pilum. Oh, yes! That is nice. Let's try and get that cavalry up as well. Might as well go ahead and try to attack with all units here. We do outnumber them. There we go. I'm actually going to move back a bit. Let's let these ballistae get some shots. Charge. No, yes, no chance for the enemy here. So we took this area once again. Let's see if we can throw some Pilum at the fleeing troops. I love how they kind of wobble there in the ground once they get thrown. And maybe we don't stick around. Of course, we have to stay here for this turn. It's going to be max limit reached. Do I have any advice for getting better at RTS games? I'm not very good at RTS games myself. I don't think people watch this channel. Well, I don't think people watch this channel. End of sentence. I don't think people watch this channel for my tactics necessarily, or getting better at RTS games. Just have fun, you know? Like, if you're gonna spend time doing a ridiculous activity like gaming, then have fun with it, you know? So, kind of play how you want. I mean, I could give you tips for, like, Gravateam Tactics, for sure. But for most strategy games, I'm pretty average, if not kind of crappy. Oh, look at them burning cities. That looks wonderful. And once again, we're going to have to deal with more forces here until we get that other army out. Now that we've, of course, changed seasons, we will be able to get it out, but I fear that our men are in a lot of trouble here. So what we're going to try to do is retreat. Go, boys. Go. Could we have won? Possibly. But I think the best thing to do is actually get the hell out of here. And start building up our forces once again. So I like this. They actually retreat back and merge with this army. I guess just making this one a bit more strong. So we'll immediately start recruiting legionaries here. And for now, this is just going to act as a defensive force. Hopefully the enemy will try and press into this area. We can defend, and then we'll start heading out once again. Although, sometimes the best defense is a good offense, right? So maybe we should attack right now. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Just hoping they don't take this exact province. That's why we need to build another army as soon as possible. They're pretty strong. There's quite a lot of barbarians there. I think you guys can see that. Look at that. Yeah, I'm concerned. Make sure that these units are up ahead in the front lines. I know we shouldn't be really using Velites as frontline troops, but I'm just going to try to get a massive throw with all of our Pilum here. Let's get the cavalry there on the right side. Right. I'm going to proceed forth. So we're already moving forward here towards the enemy. Ready to take them on. Yeah, let's go ahead and head them off at the pass with the cavalry. And let's hope this is good enough, close enough for the throw with the Pilum. Throw them. It could have been better, I think. Let's get in there. Get another throw over here. Just need to situate ourselves, and there we go. That's better. These guys are just knocking down any stragglers, and we're actually keeping a legion back just to maybe keep one around. Good work, good work. I think that was an easy victory against these Gaulish hoodlums. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Still lost quite a bit of our legion. Birdie legs. Looks like a pretty neat game. Kind of reminds me of a similar scope, Cossacks 2 of some kind. Yeah, it's got that Cossacks look to it. I could see that. I could see that. Alright, let's go back. Now, again, we need to decide what to do with this province. And I think we all know what we're going to do. We're going to burn her down. Now, these two provinces over here, I want to try to build them up. But obviously, in the early period here, it's going to take a little longer for that to happen. Let's get cavalry. We're going to have to wait till next turn. But we can move into this province and defend it for now. No, I don't want to separate these two guys. Merge. There we go. And it looks like the enemy has already moved in. Let's go for it. There's nothing here, though. I don't think they have anything. Maybe a few Gauls left. Yeah, of course, this army is getting weaker. We've lost that cavalry force. So we need to do something about that. That's why I don't want to be overly aggressive. I think we'll stay on these three provinces. But this should be pretty easy. There's really not many of them. It's almost like a policing action. Kristostaniev, monkey, if you want to train your RTS skills, start playing StarCraft 2. That's true. That's true. And by the way, I didn't even know it was free, but he's absolutely right that in terms of RTS games, that's gonna make you play quickly for sure. It's gonna improve your speed. Beat him. Yes. Beat him. We didn't even have to close in with the swords. That was wonderful. Could have gone a lot better there. Too bad they didn't have some men over here. A wonderful win for Rome once again. Alright, so let's just take a look at our armies. Okay, so yeah, we have to move to the next season because we are actually pillaging right now. Now, they're going to be pillaging that province. We don't want that to happen. Again, let's make this force a little bit stronger. So what do they lack? Cavalry and velites. But, you know, it's always good to have legions. So you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Actually, we can't move them this turn because we just purchased units. Or just moved units from the other spot. So let's move in here. And we will start pillaging. I'm going to try to create a third legion if I can. Now, they have moved in to defend, although once again, we've completely outnumbered them here. Easy win. Maybe I'm not so correct. They've actually got a pretty decent force there. And once again, it's asterisks. I'm not kidding you guys. Like, somebody's got to screen capture this. This is ridiculous. Here we go. Hold on. Well, now we've got to let them get closer, but we're going to get that screen capped. Somebody clip that. It's absolutely an Easter egg. I love it. It's a hilarious Easter egg, but, come on. I know my ass... Like, look at that. That's... Come on. That is not... That is not just one of the regular Gauls. That is Asterix. That's why he's so damn good. Once we get into combat, that must let us know who the what are they called? Shield bearers? I think it's shield bearers. It's basically like Celtic nobles. They've got some better armor, better weaponry, etc. That has to dictate that that's either a chieftain or like leader of the shield bearers. That would make sense. That's just great. All right, let's get forward with the velites. Let's do this right. We have to get the velites ahead, start peppering them with Pilum, and then move in with the legions. It is hard to micromanage, though, in this game. Like, it's much easier if you just go down to, like, you know, this speed. But even then, a bit of a challenge. Doesn't let you do anything when you're paused, which I like. It forces you to take the pain. Here we go. Grow. Move up. Try to get in the gaps here. And I'd like to keep this cohort out of the fighting if I can. Why are they not throwing? There we go. I guess they just auto-throw. Understandable. Beat 'em time. Oh, yes. Let's move back with the Velites. They've done their part. Nice. I'm going to try to get a throw over here, too. Forward. Oh, they're closing in. We don't have time for a throw. I think the Legions can deal with this, though. Let's see how that... Oh, it is Asterix. Look at that. He can just bash our guys and throw them back. That's just amazing. God, talk about a hilarious Easter egg. So he's obviously drank the potion. He's ridiculously strong. Now we're going to focus on him exclusively. But he beat the hell out of our legions. Where's Obelix? There we go. We killed Asterix the Gaul. Well done, boys. That's crazy. He absolutely shattered our legion. Just hilarious. Let's see. I want to merge these guys. I don't want to separate them. So again, we want to try to build up these provinces. I am going to buy supplies from local farmers. Recruit additional legionaries. We'll actually put them into this army. Why not? It's already pretty impressive. It can only get better. Not so strong here, just 2 cohorts, or 2 legions, I should say. So we're really going to have to make these missile shots count. This guy just has 1 more fighter. We have to send the Velites in. They're probably going to get attacked pretty badly, but we'll try to accompany them. And again, there's no point in using the turtle formation at all, because we're not facing any missile units. We're facing a couple, I guess. Not really enough to warrant getting into, what's it called? Testudo. Although it does look cool. Here we go, get over here. Throw! Throw! Absolutely vicious. I love it. We get another throw here? Oh, yes! And the legions will go ahead and mop up the missile units. In fact, I don't want to get any friendly fire, so I'll move the Velites away. Absolutely wonderful there. Love the look of this battlefield after the fighting. Now, that's a big army. Look at that. Hell of a lot of cavalry. So I am going to move back here. Forget dealing with that. That is just scary. And what we'll do, we'll try to build these provinces up. So I'll import supplies from home here. And try and strengthen this army in any way we can. I want to get cavalry, but we don't have sufficient denarii since we used it to build this province up. So let's get some Velites. Damn it. We may have found an interesting game bug, because we just managed to make 2 legions. Unless, no, I think that's just an indicator that we could separate them. We're not going to do that. Again, this one is pretty badly beaten up. So I want to cycle them out properly here. But of course, we could risk damaging an existing territory. Nonetheless, I think this is the correct approach. And we'll go ahead, burn the area. That's going to give us some additional denarii. And let's use it to get cavalry. More legions. That'll make this army quite a bit stronger. Still, not a very strong force. We've got to protect our existing holdings. But before we do... Actually, there is no before we do. We have to protect our existing holdings. It's that simple. I am worried that that army's going to attack. But we can't let this province be captured. So let's keep all our cavalry here. Some pretty creepy barbarian music there. They're getting ready to slaughter us. There's not many of them, though. Well, I take that back. Do they have any comic book characters amongst them? I hope not. Again, we'll head the cavalry off the pass. Kill them. Yeah, those are definitely strong troops. We can tell by the nice swords. The shield bearers, but they don't have a commander with them. Just gonna call them a commander from now on. Pull back. Not enough time to get the cavalry back once they're engaged. Fair enough. Beat them. We're gonna have to get another nice throw here. Ooh! Yep, that's gonna be a problem. Beat them. Maybe we can throw quickly. And our men are strong because I totally messed that that defense up there. They actually managed to flank us, which is never something you want, well, in any kind of combat, really. But particularly ancient warfare like this. It's absolutely deadly. Or should we be merciful? Or yeah, let's be merciful. Okay, so we managed to defend the province. Now we've either got to create a third army, or, from what I think is a better idea, move this army back, or this army back, and make it even stronger, because that force is insane. Then again... Yeah, let's do it. We can always come back. Just take this province. We can make this stronger. You know what? Let's instead make this stronger. We're going to import supplies from home. Make this province even better. And, let's get some legions. Okay, so it is max reached, unfortunately. We will get that legion returning home, at least. So that's all we can have. No matter how much we... I think maybe when we get into the middle and late period, we can have larger armies. I wonder if that's what that's about. Alright, fair enough. Let's end the turn. So this province are generating a decent amount of wealth for us. So here's what I'm going to do. We'll attack with this army. And we're going to make this army quite a bit stronger. Let's get some cavalry. We already have a legion there. Or, yeah, sorry, a legion. And let's get some velites. There we go. Now we've got two pretty nice-sized armies. For Roman standards, of course. These Gaulish hordes are always going to be a bit larger. So I wonder, I don't want to get any friendly fire going on, but I wonder if these velites will be able to throw and not hit our men. Just to make sure, let's do this. That's a nice force, but no cavalry to deal with. Imagine having to attack a Roman formation as barbarian. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, imagine having to defend against a massive barbarian horde. I think it would still be pretty damn intimidating. Even if you were confident in your tactics, you know. It's a barbarian horde. Look at that thing, man. Get the velites out there. Do your thing, velites. And what we can also do, in fact, I'm going to do that. We're going to automate the skirmishers. This way they'll know when to run, etc. But as for our legions, let's move in. Try to get the cavalry behind them. Beat 'em! Oh, they actually missed with the Pilum. How in the hell did they miss? Let's flank. Friendly fire, maybe. We're okay. Let's go for their skirmishers. And actually, I'll try to run them down with the cavalry. No use in losing good infantry in that attack. Well done, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I do also wish he had different enemies besides just, you know, essentially Gauls. I think you fight Gauls in all three of the ages, if I'm not mistaken. Early, middle, and late period. So again, I just wish he had maybe, like, for, you know, for each of them, maybe just a different part of Europe. Go to Hispania, for instance, for late. What do I know? What do I know? So we could make this area stronger. Again, eventually, if you want to in this game, you can build up all of these provinces to be Roman. So, for instance, I could import grain and slowly build this area up, but I would rather completely annihilate it. There we go. Get some legions and some more velites. Nice. Do that again. There we go. And look at that. Those Gaulish armies are getting stronger. There's no doubt about it. And if we do this, we are completely destroying this area, essentially. I'm going to go ahead and buy supplies from local farmers, make the local farmers happy. And just try to outfit this unit with some more cavalry. And of course, we will finish this area off. Alright. They are close enough to attack, but it seems their larger armies are sticking to the border province, or excuse me, to the provinces on the sea there. Alright, let's end the turn. Yeah, they are getting strong as hell. Look at that. We can't just let them sit there, as much as I'd want to. Let's import some grain from home. So this army can move for quite a bit. We can also transfer these to this army. As you can see, we don't have many supplies here. They're nearly out of supplies. But do I want to risk potentially engaging this group here? I don't know. I'm just going to take over this province. I'm not going to start looting it. We're going to try to build it up over time. Let's move this army out here to defend the area. We'll start building a third army. We could start with a Scorpion, but it's pretty damn expensive. Rather just start with cavalry. Oh, they're just making it stronger. Alright, so let's take a look here. Import from home. Nice. Got some food from home. Okay, I see. So I'm guessing maybe eventually you can build here, but maybe it's you really can only use these two provinces as home provinces. Because I'm not seeing that option. This just really gives us more food to continue moving around. So you know what? Let's pillage. I guess pillaging is the name of the game. Pretty nice. Pillage some more, and with all this money, we should be able to build a very formidable force. So 3 denarii, 3 denarii, 3 denarii. Now we've got a bunch of legions. Get some cavalry. We could even get a Scorpion if we want. Why not? And some velites. But actually, I want to get another legion. Very nice. There is some resistance here, but it's really not much. And this time, I'll just go ahead and automate the entire fight. I think we do that with the shift key. Shame on me. There we go. So let's see how the computer does. Again, there's not really anything there to fight. Trying to keep the cavalry out of it as well. They are immediately peppering them with a shot from the velites. How many Pilum do they have? A damn handful for sure. Look at that. Nice. All right, let's end the season. And again, I am just going to auto that one. I think only for the, like, really tough battles do I want to actually face the enemy myself. PC does a good job, or the AI does a good job, I should say. PC. Yep, they're not even putting the cavalry in danger. Interesting. I like this. For the glory of Rome. Oh, there they go. Again, the shields are doing a pretty good job for these guys. Oh, I take that back. Take that back. There, wow, they did charge with cavalry. Nice. Come on, boys. Wonderful. And they are running in terror. And that was pretty fast. All right, well, I definitely need to use the Velites more in my battles, because they are damn good. Cavalry, Legion. Why not? And let's pillage. We could, of course, move back, but I am definitely in the pillaging mood. So, interesting. Since we've already pillaged this area, it's worth very little. Lesson learned. We'll move back to our home regions here. The exception of this guy. It is a fun little game. I mean, I can see why it's only 5. It's pretty repetitive at some point. It's kind of like you're doing the same thing for quite a while. Again, that's why I really recommend with the dev to just expand the amount of enemies, the kinds of enemies, etc. I like how they do this. So they just send the legions in casually. Don't have to rush in with them. Use those Velites to soften the enemy up. And here come the cavalry. Man, withstanding a Roman cavalry charge, any cavalry charge for that matter, must have been brutal. Nice. Easy win. All right, folks. All right, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you have seen Roma Invicta. Now, of course, you can continue expanding as you wish. We started in the early period here during this gameplay video. If you want, you can start in the late period or the middle period. From my understanding, all that really changes is like the territories you control, but I could be absolutely wrong on that. Again, you just keep expanding, trying to, of course, expand Roman influence as much as possible, but it really seems like the point is to overwhelm the map with your armies, taking over every province, and, of course, subjugating the enemy in the name of Rome. Maybe we'll come back to this at some point. Hey, how you doing, General Kenobi? See, as soon as I'm signing off, everybody logs into the stream. Maybe we'll try to get, like, one large battle going here. Kind of reminds me of... Oh, sorry, I already read that. Alright, let's try and face a large force. How about that? We'll go for one of these large enemies. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad there. And again, I will let the... Oh, I didn't realize... Okay, I wanted to watch the battle. My bad. We'll still do another big battle, don't worry. But I was kind of hoping we'd get to watch by clicking the AI there. I guess we have to wait until we're actually in the battle screen. Fair enough. Move this army back. Get some cavalry. That's actually a pretty strong force there. Again, I want to face one of those massive armies. As soon as I'm about to sign off, we got like 4 people that just logged in. Jeez. Welcome, folks. I just picked the wrong time to end my streams, I guess. Don't think that this army can fit. Yeah, it's maximum reached. But I really want to get to that army there, so I am going to attack. I also don't want to leave this province undefended. For now, we'll simply bring in additional supplies, but I am going to head over here. So yeah, we can just auto this battle. There we go. And we're going for that massive force. Oh, no worries, guys. Yeah, if you're up for it, Dave, I might want to actually play some Sea of Thieves for you, with you after this, I should say. Yeah, that's right. Grip will play Sea of Thieves with Dave Zissou. We have a good time of it as well. You know, terrifying young children on their boats as we attack. Yeah, it's fun. It's good times. If you want to see me do that, make sure to join me on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/AgrippaMaxenius. That's where we get up to shenanigans with non-strategy games. Yeah, that's an easy win. Come on, give me a big battle. Alright, here we go. This is where we get crushed for sure. We're going to take them on. This massive barbarian army. And again, the AI has done a pretty good job. We could get a larger army. There's sort of a limit. Oh, look at that. We got some lag on the screen. Yeah, there's like a limit to how many forces you can have in each group. And let's auto it. Glory to Rome. Look at that. Yeah, it gets laggy. And I'm not playing with a potato. You know, we can play Red Dead Redemption on high, and it would not be laggy like this. So, it just goes to show you, when you get to the really big battles in this game, maybe some optimization work could pay off for sure. It's still beautiful, though. Look at that Gaulish horde, my friends. Here we go. Roma Invicta! Oh, throw them javelins. Gotta control one, come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Can we make it through? Will the Legion win? What do you guys think? Place your bets. Here we go. The Roman Legion against this many men. I don't think that they can win. I think we're going to have to come in with a second army. But I will fight to the last. Well, we do still have a balliste. Our men are holding up damn well, I have to say, all things considered. We've got a cavalry unit there. Look at that. Can our men make it through? I don't know. It's a tough call. Maybe not. No, they've got a lot of units here still alive. Fight to the end for Rome. Fight for our amusement. That was brutal. For those of you missing it as well, if you didn't catch earlier in the stream, the game has... Yeah, exactly. Roma Invicta. What's it called? The game has... And this is... Either you're going to love this or you're going to hate this. I'm kind of in between on it. It's got a representation of Asterix the Gaul. And if he's in one of the enemy units, he literally just bashes your units around. Like, he could take on an entire legion by himself. So you're either going to think that's hilarious, which I kind of thought was hilarious, or you're going to be really annoyed by that. There should be an option, and maybe there is in the options, to, like, turn that off. Like, historically accurate mode, for instance. My bet is for the Carthaginian Empire. Well, yes. We'd all like to see Carthage. Well, that's another thing about this game, right, that I'm a little upset about, is you never face anybody but Gauls. You only face Gauls. Now, you face stronger Gauls, I guess, but only facing Gauls for me just isn't enough, really, you know? It disappoints me a bit. Let me attack Carthage, for instance. That would be awesome. All right, my friends. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. For those of you that arrived late, I do apologize, but thank you anyway. We will probably be streaming later today or definitely tomorrow on Twitch Invicta.tv. I'll put the link here. I'll also put the Discord link here. I really want all of us to start using that social media, if we can, as they call it. So while you're at it, please add my Twitter. I'm trying to make that a thing. I know it's silly, but you know, I need to start pulling in bucks from this deal, or else I got to get rid of this hobby for sure. Let's take a look. 1 second. I want to give you guys a Discord link as well. We have a lot of fun over at the Discord. A lot of like-minded people that play, of course, the same kind of games. So definitely worth paying a visit. We also occasionally do Arma stuff, but I've been pretty lazy on that. Stronger Gauls, are they getting buffed? I don't know. So, just as an example. Save an exit. It doesn't matter, because I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, my bad. I wanted to just save and exit the battle. What we will do here, just real quick, we'll play like a massive battle, because we can play a custom battle. But I want to see if there's a difference in the ages. So let me just click New Campaign. So let's start in the late period, okay? And see if that changes anything. And yeah, just as I thought, it essentially gives you like more starting armies, but from what I can see, doesn't necessarily make for different units. You still have the same units over here. Legions, cavalry, velites, and it's early cavalry. So again, yeah, I think it's just the same units, but maybe more starting positions. It's €5. It's not an expensive game. It's very, very inexpensive. Custom battle. Here's what we're going to do. Alright, we're going to push it to the limit. Now, if we were on Twitch, we could actually play that song and get away with it. Gaul Warriors 5. Stop missing Agrippa. There we go. Legionaries 5. Skirmishers 5. This is going to destroy my PC. Here we go. Yeah, we can definitely only just have 5. Gauls versus Romans. Place your bets. Ooh, that is pretty horrifying. Okay. Let's see what we do. Velites are moving forward. Is it lagging for you guys? Yeah, it's lagging for me. This has to be like maybe 10 frames per second. And again, we could play Red Dead Redemption on Ultra and have no problem. So, like I said before, optimization is something that is gonna maybe upset some people. If you're like me and you're an old fart, I really could care less. I get to see the battle anyway. I get to see guys getting impaled by Bila and a lot of fighting going on, so I could care less, but it could matter to some. So look at that. The AI is sending our legionaries south here, but all of our mounted cavalry, and some look more impressive than others, I must say. So maybe, let me just correct myself here. The early cavalry are these guys, you see, and the late cavalry are these guys. But I guess you can only mix it up in a custom battle setting? I'm not sure. How you doing, Lucky? Good to see you guys. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hello. Alright, let's go ahead and finish up this battle here. It's still impressive visually, but, yeah, I think some improvements need to be made for sure. But for €5, I think it's a banger for me. I had $5 from selling those silly Steam trading cards, because I don't trade the cards. I just sell them for change. And I saw this game, I was like, I'm buying this. This is up my alley. No, I'm actually lying because I got it directly from Punti Games. But you guys get my point. If you didn't give it to me for free to cover it, then I would have purchased it for sure. I should mention at any point in these battles you can take control, but I kind of preferred here to just let the computer do its thing, or the AI do its thing. Pretty impressive, and again, that makes sense. The equal amount of Gauls against an equal amount of Romans. Of course, the Romans are going to come out on top. The legions are strong. The cavalry just came in and just decimated the enemy, and their morale is pretty crap compared to ours. True, for that price, can't complain. Yeah, exactly. It's not even for sale, it's just very cheap, Lucky. And it's a recent game. Let me see if it's in early access. I actually would recommend, if he doesn't have it in early access, to put it in early access, because this could be an incredibly good game. You could raise the price to 30 if you added, you know, every single faction, if you added, like, more enemies, better optimization, this could be sold for a much higher price. It's not too hard. You know, I'm guessing, like, to me, the strategy is kind of like Risk. It's pretty simple strategy. You just have to, like, you know, basically at some point, build so many armies that you've covered the entire board in Roman legions. But if you manual it, it is hard. Like, the battles are tough. If you manual it and don't slow the speed down, yeah, I bought it. Nice, Lucky. I'm sad I can't put it on my Nexus store, which, by the way, if you don't have it, is nexus.gg/max. We currently have a sale on Distant Worlds Universe 2. And we also have a sale, I think, on Field of Glory. I could be mistaken. But again, I unfortunately don't have Roma Invicta to put on there. Otherwise, I would push it like there's no tomorrow. I can promise you that. But thank you so much, folks, for stopping by. Make sure to check out those Discord and Twitter links as well. And we will be streaming something else tomorrow.